Hello, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Alright, can you explain your circuit?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, firstly, you have to know that we're wiring a direct online forward and reverse circuit. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing we have to know is that our circuit function is in a certain way that when this contactor is excited, this one doesn't function. And when this one is excited, this one doesn't function because there exists a mechanical interlock between them. So now we are going to test short circuit test to see if our connections are correct. Okay, for this we are going to supply our system. Okay, we are going to on the sectional. Now position our ammeter. Keeping our sectional down, we are going to test the short circuit test on our sectional. Okay, since there is no sound, we are going to excite the first contactor, the first coil of the contactor. It makes no sound. It means our connection is correct. Now let's go to the next. We are going to excite this second contactor. It makes no sound. It means our connection is correct. Now we are going to test for the voltage at the receiving end to see if the voltage from the supply is supplying our system. Okay. Like this. Since here we took a case of using only one phase and one neutral. We took the red for the phase, the blue for the neutral. We have isolated the other phases. So let us calibrate. Okay, looking at the calibration of the voltmeter, you notice we are almost at 225 volts. To tell you that the voltage between phase and neutral is 225 and above. Okay, we are done. Now let's go to the running of our circuit. Our circuit is on, as you see. Now here we used these push buttons. Let me explain. This is a stop push button. This is the first start push button. This is the second start push button. So now our push button is closed. Let us try to on this. No energy. No energy. It means this push button is closed. Now let us on the push button. Once we press on the first push button, on the second push button, this part of our circuit is going to function, making the second part to be isolated. As you can see, this shows us that these lamps were used to identify if our circuit is really functioning. Since it's functioning, the lamps are on, as you can see. This means we did a great job here on this side. Now, let us close our push button to test the next. We go back and on our push button. Shows that this one is on and our circuit is perfect. So okay, now you can see that the second part of our circuit is on. Why do we really choose to use lamps here? This is because we never had a motor in our possession to test our circuit. So this part shows that when the motor is connected to one part of the circuit, if that part is activated, it's going to supply our motor, but the other part will be isolated. Once this part then ends supplying our motor, like if we close our switch, open it back and on the next part, we're going to see that this circuit is isolated and it renders our motor to be supplied only by the circuit that was connected. So this is the clear meaning of the forward and reverse direct online circuit. this is usually used to start motors, like the grinding motor. So thank you, Groupe Génie, because